record for the state.
Here's Gary.
Defense. I'm sorry, defense.
Eddie Garcia.
And are you Latoya Marshall Dowding?
Yes, I am.
Showing you what's entitled motion to revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I did.
Are you the same Latoya Marshall Dowding who was placed on community supervision in 2019 CR 8625W for the offense of harassment of a public servant on August 7, 2019 for a term of 3 years and extended for a total of 1 year? Is that you?
That is me.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 5 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Latoya Marshall Dowden, did then and there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of March and April 2023 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Maybe the being violated condition.
Any objection?
None.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you to 5 years in prison and up to a $1,500 fine? Did you understand?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to a violation of condition number 5?
Yes. Even though I do have a kind of excuse, I was kidnapped.
Oh, well, just 1 second. So what we'll do is first, I need to know if you're still going to plead true to that, knowing I could sentence you to 5 years in prison. And then if the answer to that is yes, then I'll hear your explanation, okay? So the first thing I need to know is, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you to 5 years in prison and up to a $1,500 fine?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
We can plead to other violations if you want to read another violation.
No.
All right, knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there an agreement?
And yes, there is, Your Honor. And that agreement is to revoke the individual off for probation and alter and amend her underlying sentence to 3 years in CBC.
Is that the agreement?
Yes, Judge.
Ms. Dowding, are you asking the court to follow that?
Yeah.
All right. So I've looked through the previous conditions that were recommended, and it was to place her on the mentally impaired offender caseload. So did she qualify for that or no, Ms. Abrams? Because I'm wondering if there's some mental health issues going on here.
There could be, Judge. We were talking at length about where she is right now, and she's got a lot of credit for time served for a 3-year sentence that you impose should you go along with the agreement. She's pretty much already eligible for parole.
All right. Do you think she's competent?
I believe she is. I mean, we've had conversations over and over. I visited her 3 times before today's hearing. We did talk about the various report, but there's those other allegations in the motion that are substantive as well. But this was the most innocuous of the ones to plead true to in order to get to the agreement that the state has offered. But if you see another alternative with regards to continuing her,
Well, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out, because I like for people to have at least have been given the opportunity to have the tools. And if she hasn't been given the opportunity to have the tools, then it would not be fair,
sure.
I think, for the court to revoke. But if she's been given the opportunity, then I'm leaning towards following your agreement with the state.
I think that would be her preference after talking with her and having her understand that she's likely eligible for parole already.
Okay.
Your Honor, I can show that she was evaluated for DDR back in 2021, but she did not meet the medical criteria due to having a seizure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have seizures no more.
As far as the mental health, if I could present the results to the court.
Any objection?
No.
Okay. And I'll show the document to both state and defense. Just tell them to confer with the state to make sure that they have all their discovery. Oh, no, I'll bring him in when we do that.
That was the report saying that she would be further evaluated with the Center of her services, and this is the final report, Your Honor.
Okay. State and defense. I don't know if you all want to speak with her about this. But from reading those reports, I think the process was to get her to MIC because of the DDRF. She didn't apply. I mean, she didn't qualify because of the seizures. So if you all want to discuss with probation.
Your Honor, there were amended conditions for her to go over to Esperanza Court after this, because of disqualification. And the question went to Esperanza Court. There was a NTR that was filed and then withdrawn. But then the NTR was refiled. And she was gonna do the dual diagnosis outpatient treatment. And she just never attended.
All right, counsel, would you like to discuss that with your client? If you want to discuss it, I will give her a choice. I can continue her on probation, but she'll be extended. And they can see about making sure she has the mental health treatment she needs. Of course, if she doesn't show up for mental health, then we're going to be back here on a motion to revoke, and it will be notated on the court's docket sheet that she had an opportunity but didn't follow through.
That's fair.
So if you all want to discuss that. Okay, and speak with probation to see if they have any ideas, because it may be a matter of her staying in custody to be reevaluated or whatever is needed. All right, thank you. All right, we're going to go back on the record. And 2019 CR 8625W, State of Texas versus Latoya Marshall Dowden. Have you all had a chance to confer with probation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so what are you all requesting?
That she would like the opportunity to take advantage of mental health opportunities that are available through probation department. Talked to her at length about it. She understands what's going to be expected of her and believes that if it's in her best interest to take advantage of moving forward in her life.
All right, state.
I conferred with both defense and probation, and I'm in agreement with whatever probation is requesting, Your Honor.
All right, probation, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, if we could extend the term of her probation and alternate name for Nick caseload, that will give her an opportunity to get all of the services that we have available for mental health.
All right, and how long are you requesting the extension? 1 year, 2 years?
I would say 2 years, Your Honor.
All right. And do you have a place to stay?
No,
So you're homeless?
right now.
All right.
But I have asked my grandmother times and times again, and she had said no Because she's scared that I'm out to get her, and I'm not.
All right,
Yeah.
so then you're not allowed to stay with your grandmother, okay? So
Okay.
that's gonna be off the table.
Connor, if I may,
Mhm.
it will be much easier if we keep her in custody for all of the evaluations. Once she's seen with the Center for Healthcare Services, I'm sure they can help with some type of housing.
All right, I'm gonna have you remain in custody for your evaluations. How long do you think that will take?
Within 45 to 60 days.
All right, so I'm gonna have you remain in custody for the evaluations. And what I can tell you, I know 45, 60 days seems like a lot of time, and it is. But guess what? You had agreed to do 3 years in prison. So whether you were doing the 45 days or 60 days in prison, you're going to do it anyway. And the fact that you'll be waiting at the jail for 45 or 60 days, you will still be getting credit for that time. You understand? So this is your attorney, the state, probation, and myself trying to help you deal with your mental health issues, because otherwise what will end up happening is you will go to prison, do your time, come out, and then you're going to be right back here. And who knows, I may have won the lottery, enjoying my best life on a beach. The parties that you see here may not be here. You may end up with different people and there may be a different outcome. You understand? All right, so I'll deny the motion. Alter amend conditions to extend for 2 years. Mick caseload while in custody. She's to do her evaluations while in custody and there to look for housing for her. And if, when you are released, if there is any issue and you feel as though probation is not addressing it, or maybe you lose your paperwork and you forget, you can always come back to this court and talk to me, okay?
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else you need?
No.
All right. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.